Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and welcome to the announcement video of my third installment of the Master of Them All tournament series. Now, if you are unfamiliar as to what this tournament series is, it's basically a series of tournaments that I run every now and then. I haven't been able to do it as frequently as I would like to, but it basically allows my subscribers to get the chance to pit their Pokemon talents against each other in the form of a friendly, fun competition that we all get to enjoy. Well, this time around, the setting of this tournament will be 4th Gen UU. But before I get a bit into that and the specific rules, let's just tell you the where and when. So first off, this tournament is going to be on Friday, June 27th, and this is going to obviously be this year as well. Now, typically the tournaments have been done on Saturdays, but this time I have to make it on Friday, and that means it's only 2 days away. I would have loved to give you more time to, plan for this and everything like that, but I didn't know how free I was going to be this week and everything like that, and I realized that Friday would just be a perfect day to do this, so I hope many of you can still come out for that. Now, this is going to be taking place at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, and this is obviously East Coast United States, so if you do need to figure out what time that is for you, please use a website called timezoneconverter.com. I actually will post this in a description along with all the other rules and everything like that that you need to know for ease of access. Just make sure that you know what time this is for you specifically if you want to enter this and you are from a different part of the US or another country entirely. And where to go to find this tournament? Well, you're going to be going to the tournament chat room on Pokemon Showdown. And this is actually very easy to find if you just obviously open up to the Pokemon Showdown website. There's a bunch of chat rooms listed on the side, and tournaments is one of them. You'll enter that, and I will be there along with pretty much everyone else involved with the tournament. And for those that maybe don't want to participate but would just like to watch, or if you are obviously participating, you should also have this up on your computer at the same time. The live stream will be taking place on my usual live stream at twitch.tv/Rykard3, so feel free to bookmark that website so you know exactly where to go for purposes of this tournament. As for the rules, the first thing that we need to make note of is the fact that this tournament will be in the singles battle format, meaning 6 Pokemon per team, 1 Pokemon out on the field per side at a time. Also, this will be a double elimination tournament, meaning that you are able to lose once in the tournament and still potentially win it. So even if you lose your first match, you still have a shot at actually winning the entire tournament because it's double elimination. So when you lose, you get sent into the loser's bracket and then just kind of have to fight your way out of that. Now, I've had a lot of trouble in the past with people just flat out leaving after they lose their first match. Please don't do that because you are still in the tournament. And even if you do get knocked out of the tournament very early on, I mean, somebody has to because that's just the nature of tournaments. I really hope you stick around and watch the rest of the matches because I'm going to be streaming battles as this goes on and providing commentary, and the whole thing with the Twitch chat, well, everybody will be talking about matches and all that good stuff, so it'll be a fun time. Even if you don't necessarily make it that far in the tournament, you can still have a ton of fun, chatting with me, watching the battles, and enjoying the commentary and all that kind of stuff, so please stick around even if any of that happens. But as far as the matches, they're going to be taking place using the 4th Gen UU tier. And I'm talking specifically 100% 4th Gen, meaning 4th Gen moves, abilities, items, and mechanics. So you cannot use things like Scald or Volt Switch, and you cannot have items like Weakness Policy or Rocky Helmet, or abilities like Regenerator and Prankster. All that kind of stuff is just not existent in this mindset here, because we are 100% 4th Gen. And this is actually a selectable option on Pokemon Showdown. If you go into when you want to select the kind of battle you want to do, if you look at past generations, there should be an option for 4th Gen UU. I did check that earlier today. Also, mechanic wise, there is no team preview. Keep that in mind. So you do actually have to think about a lead that you can have as a dedicated lead. Also, Explosion retains its really awesome power. Crits also are doing double damage instead of what they're doing now. Etc. All those kind of really awesome 4th Gen things that we all know and love. As far as the ways to keep the matches going quickly, the battle timer should always be turned on to allow things to run smoothly. Also, Species Clause, Sleep Clause, Evasion Clause, and One-Hit KO Clause are in effect, meaning you cannot have 2 of the same Pokemon on your team. So, for example, you cannot have 2 Ampharos. That's just not allowed. That's breaking Species Clause. You can't put 2 things on your opponent's team to sleep at a time. You cannot use moves that boost your evasion, such as Double Team or Minimize. However, the evasion boost from Acupressure is totally allowed. It's just, completely random. And one-hit KO clause, meaning you obviously can't use moves such as Horn Drill, because that would be illegal, or Fissure, for example. Also, the current ban list for 4th gen UU is in effect, meaning you cannot use so you have to actually think about this in a 4th gen mindset. You cannot use Pokemon that were considered to be uber, OU, or borderline in the context of 4th gen. So for example, a Pokemon like Cresselia was borderline in 4th gen, so you cannot use that in this tournament because that is above UU. So it's basically UU Pokemon, NU Pokemon, and then like any NFEs you feel like throwing in there. There was no RU tier in 4th gen, for those of you that remember that. Good times. But yeah, I will post a link in the description that will basically give you a breakdown of the Pokemon, or the 4th gen tiers. You can easily find, it'll have a list of like every Pokemon and what tier they belong into. It's just a Smogon link. You could actually find that pretty easily yourself if you just Google it, but I'll provide that for you anyway in the description below. Also, I'm going to ban Snover and Hippopotas because of the fact that they have permanent weather abilities. It's very easy to base a team around hail or sand, so please just avoid those Pokemon. That's why they're banned for this tournament. And also, you are only allowed to use one team for this tournament. I have a lot of questions about this in the past. You make one team, you stick with it. You can't change it at all whatsoever once the tournament has started. Please keep that in mind, so I don't want to see you randomly like switching up Pokemon throughout the tournament. Okay, just keep that in mind to make this go smoothly, and so that everyone's, keeping an honest team building process going on throughout. You're just sticking with what you got and making sure you only use that, to not try to give yourself any extra advantage against an opponent or something like that. As for how to register for this tournament, the first thing that you're going to need to do is create an account on challenge.com, or www.challenge.com. This is totally safe for anybody that is worried about this in any sort of way. It's very easy to do. Just make an account, and you will basically click the sign up button on the tournament page, which I will link below, once you have created your account. Now, the name you register with on Challenge must be the same username you go by on Pokemon Showdown. This is so that everyone can find you, because if we can't find you, you cannot have your matches. So please make sure that you use the same name on the tournament page as you do on Pokemon Showdown. Also, if you have a different name, if you have a different name on Challenge as you do on Pokemon Showdown, you can actually change this to make it so that they are the same thing. And the way you do this is by going to the sign up with a team name page when you actually are signing up for the tournament on Challenge, and when registering for it, and enter your Pokemon Showdown username so that you can have both of these things consistent, okay? It's very important that you do this so that your opponents can find you, and then we can know what is going on. That's like of the utmost importance. Now, as far as the registration is concerned, it's going to be done the day of the tournament. So like as soon as it becomes, it'll probably be like basically when I wake up on Friday is when you will be able to register. I will make it so that you can go onto the challenge page and register yourself, because you will have a challenge account by then. And the reason for this is because I've had a lot of issues in the past with people just flat out not showing up to the tournament if they've registered beforehand, and that creates all sorts of issues. So you have to make this a commitment that you are going to be there. So that's why we're doing it the day of. It'll be maybe like 2 or 3 hours before the tournament starts. You'll be able to click the link and sign up for yourself. Also, please do not leave mid-tournament without telling anybody, because that also creates a lot of problems. Just let me know what's going on. If you have to go, that's fine, but please tell me so I can, make sure that whoever you're fighting knows what to do and knows to advance themselves in the bracket, because you're not there to fight them. Also, for some additional info, you are responsible for reporting the truthful results of your matches on Challenge. You can do this by actually, clicking who won on the match. I'm giving you that ability to do that because it's a very hectic thing for me to do that by myself. So if a problem arises with people falsely reporting their matches, or doing any unsportsmanlike conduct with reporting matches, please send me a private message on Pokemon Showdown, and I will try and handle the situation the best I can. Cheating is just not called for, and if you do that, you're going to be banned from my tournaments. That's just how that works. It's as simple as that. Please don't do it. You're going to make the experience suck for everyone else if you choose to, so don't. That's all I'm saying. Also, I love to get your replays from all of these, so please share your replays with me by messaging me a link up to the shared replay. once you have finished your match. And obviously I will be in the chat with you on Pokemon Showdown, so you can easily find me right there and send me the link, and awesome, that'll be fantastic. Now also, this is actually different than just, you know, sending me a link to the Showdown battle. You have to physically click share replay and then send me that link that shows up. This is a very different thing than actually just sending me the link to the battle. I've had issues in the past where really awesome matches have been lost because people haven't sent me the replay link, they've sent me the battle link, and those are two completely separate things. So make sure you send me the share replay link. And as far as that's concerned, I think we're pretty much good. I like to obviously upload the finals match on my challenge, or sorry, on my channel, and then also post a link to like all the matches that were sent to me on like a big Google Doc after the tournament's over. So just to kind of remind you one last time, it is going to be Friday, this Friday, 2 days away, June 27th, 2014, at noon Eastern Standard Time in the tournament chat room of Pokemon Showdown. And you can all feel free to watch the live stream, where I will be streaming this tournament, various matches from it, and having just kind of a general chat, fun commentary time with all of you at twitch.tv/Rykard3. So I hope you all come out to that. The tournament is currently going to be capped at 128 entrants, but we'll see what happens. If we get more than that, I will expand the cap. I'd be more than happy to do so. But anyways, everybody, I hope to see you all there. I hope you think this is a really good, or that this is going to be a really fun time, because I personally loved 4th Gen UU, and I hope you all, if you haven't had the chance to play it, will have a really good time experiencing it. And for those that have played it, will appreciate the throwback to the older generation, a much simpler time of Pokemon, if you will. But anyways, everybody, that is it for this video. So I hope you all come out to my tournament, and as always, take care. Goodbye. I will see you next time. And if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will try and answer them at my earliest convenience. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.